From the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst in Newton, Mass. is NJCAA Region 21 men's basketball here on LSP. Today, it's the Holyoke Cougars with a record of 1-4 overall and 1-2 in Region 21 play, taking on the MassBay Buccaneers with a record of 2-1 overall, all games within the region. Good afternoon, everybody. Sam Feely here with you, ready to bring the play-by-play story. Saeed Vasugi's on camera. Let's see if the Bucks can make it 3-0 at home against a Cougars team that has just one win on the season against Region 21 foe Quincy 2 games ago. But MassBay has played all three of their opponents very tightly. They beat UCAP by 2 in overtime. It's another skin-of-their-teeth victory over Bristol on Thursday night, and in between a closely contested loss at Roxbury at the Reggie Lewis Center. So you like to see all these games stay competitive as long as possible. No Braden Dunbeer in the starting lineup today for the Buccaneers, but they'll get an extra possession here, or maybe they won't. Great defense by the Cougars. In transition, the layup is good, and the Cougars on top first. Holyoke in green and MassBay in white. And much like in the season opener against UCAP, for one possession by the opposing team, Daryl Hilliard is calling timeout. Hey, you got to do whatever you got to do to, rein in your team and make sure things don't slip away from you super early. And sometimes you resort to this. First instance I'd ever seen of something like that was, 2008, and I remember this vividly. I was in junior college at the time. I was my second year of college, and I was watching. I think it was like number 1 versus number 2 at the time, Memphis versus Tennessee, and Bruce Pearl. Then the Bruce Pearl's Tennessee squad took a 2-0 lead. Like one basket in. Tennessee, I think, takes a 2-0 lead. John Calipari, the coach of Memphis at the time, immediately calls timeout. It ends up being a wire-to-wire game, but Memphis, in Conference USA at the time, ended up losing in the national championship to Kansas because their free throws did them in the end. Foul called early here. It's the first foul on Holyoke. We're getting everything still plugged in here into my handy-dandy little score sheet. This notebook I've had for, feels like decades, although it's maybe a decade plus. But MassBay righting the ship after that timeout, and we are level at 2. 78-71 was the final of that loss to Roxbury for the Bucks. 66-63 over Bristol in regulation on Thursday. Meanwhile, Holyoke lost by 23 at home against Massasoit on Thursday. And Massasoit will be MassBay's next test in 5 days. In the corner. Kick back out. Floater off the side iron is no good. In the corner, nearly picked off. Kick back out, swung around into the corner. The head fake by Ja'Cory McNeil. And finds Lionel Nelson. Give the Bucks their first lead of the game, 4-2. Two minutes and 15 seconds, and hey, we got our clock cam up and running this time. Spot up 3, side iron no good. Rebound right into the lap of Tyrone Wolf, who kicks it out for a 3. That is no good. Rebound batted around, collected by Brendan Nequenti. And a foul drawn by Nequenti. Holyoke offense largely runs through Edson Wandamani, 26.2 points per game, and Dylan Rohan, 20.2 points per game. Nobody else in double figures, though, for the Cougs. There is Rohan, kicks it back out. Only 7 to shoot. Ball on the deck. It's picked up by Wolf. Wolf needs to give it up. Here's the deep three. And I don't know if that even glanced the iron, but it's going to be a shot clock violation in the end of the last second heave, and the horn's still going off here. Yeah. All right, there we go. Wandamani trying to pick up the basket there, and he does shoot 39.5% from deep, but maybe not that deep. 4-2 is our score. Not there, rebound controlled by James Fitzgibbons. Layup is good. Rohan levels us at 4. Who you got poll coming up in just a moment, folks. Post that in the chat, and don't forget to vote, and don't forget to subscribe and such. Level at 4. Rebound and a chance for Holyoke to get the lead back. Oh, boy. That was a pretty dangerous play there. Getting the elbow up was Zeke Johnson. Trying to go for the ball. Lucky that nothing more serious happened in that sequence. But that's already the second on Zeke. Second foul on Zeke, and it's going to force an early change. Rohan, spot up 3, in and out and in. 7-4, 5-0 run here by Holyoke to reclaim the lead. Spot up 3 in the corner is no good. Spot up 3 the other way. Back-to-back threes for the Cougars. Tyrone Wolf cans one. 8-0 run by Holyoke, and another timeout taken by the Bucks. Four in a row out of the first timeout taken by Coach Hilliard, but 8 in a row in response by Holyoke to take the biggest lead of the game so far. 10-4, Cougars on top of the Buccaneers. LSP and Shipping Shield are partners in card. Shipping Shields are the trusted, eco-friendly sports and gaming card shipping protectors for yours truly's Magic the Gathering sales and trades. 1% recyclable, made in the U.S. and Canada. Go to shippingshieldus.com to place your order today. You can use the discount codes you see on your screen up to 3 times each. More info can be found in the description. LSP does receive a cut of sales on which you use these codes. But, hey, thanks for supporting us. Thank you for your continued support of whatever this is. 10-4 is our score. Again, 4:29 gone by here in the first half. Holyoke looking to get to 500 in Region 21 play, would send MassBay down to 500 if they hold on for this win. Now, falling behind is not necessarily a death sentence for the Buccaneers. They had to come back in the in each of their 2 wins, but now Coach Hilliard is coming out to talk with the referee. Coach Miz also talking to the official about Well, there's an issue with the court itself. I'm not sure what's going on. Adam Nelson may need to spring into action. It looks like Coach Miz has rubber gloves on, and it is in fact blood. I was gonna say. So. Obviously a health hazard, but we just got. Now we got to check if is there blood over here on the other side of the court where Coach Miz is to our right now. Well, got a little bit of downtime, so. And a little bonus timeout for Coach Hilliard to make sure that, if MassBay does hop back out in front out of this, make this game again out of this timeout, that Holyoke doesn't, pull away again even more. Well, looks like we're good to resume play out of the MassBay timeout, and have to figure that delay favors MassBay. Holyoke clearly feeling it, threes on back-to-back possessions, and second one was especially smooth for Wolf. So Dunbeer in the game and drawing the foul. Going to the line for two will be Lionel Nelson. Now the stats for MassBay haven't been updated on the NJCAA website with with Thursday's win over Bristol. 2 for 2 is Lionel. First trip to the free throw line. Already better free throw numbers than the Bucks had last time out, but Lionel 66.7% at the line on the season. As a team, MassBay only shooting 62% at the line. The opposition, 76.5%. We do have the games, we do have the stats in full for as a team for 3 games, just don't have all the individual stats logged just yet. So another foul, and this one on Rohan, and hey, the team's leading scorer second leading scorer has to sit down. This could be the window that the Buccaneers have been looking for. And resume play, 2 fouls already on Dylan Rohan. Nelson loses the handle, the fake pass, the scoop layup not there. Nelson going for the layup, for the rebound, and he tied up his man a bit too much, so the foul on Lionel against Jordan Click. So 2 key contributors already with 2 fouls in this game, 1 for each side. Rohan for Holyoke and Johnson for MassBay. 10-6, that's the first foul on Nelson. And now a steal. Here comes Nelson. Leans, scores. And now it's Holyoke's turn to take a timeout. 10-8. Got to do what you got to do to stop another team's momentum, right? Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor our content for as little as $25 a spot. Email yours truly, samfeelypbp@gmail.com for all the deets. 10-8 is our score. 14-16 remaining in the first half. Other games in Region 21 today. Northern Essex and CCRI just got underway down Rhode Island. And Massasoit at Quincy in men's basketball also got underway. Bunker Hill and Roxbury. Battle of Boston getting underway at 3 o'clock. Women's basketball action. Includes Springfield Tech, Bristol, and Bunker Hill, Roxbury. Tipping Bunker Hill, Roxbury won, rather. Northern Essex and CCRI tipped off at noon. We'll see if we can get you a score update on that later. Turnover and a layup. And Holyoke extending the lead. 12-8. First bucket's out of the timeout. 2 timeouts already used by MassBay, 1 by Holyoke. Oh, wow, Nelson was not looking for that pass. Another steal, and try to take it right back. And actually, well, he did win possession, at least on a foul, is Ja'Cory McNeil. Drew the foul on Brian Velez. Maria Velez just subscribed to our channel. Maria, are you any relation to Brian, out of curiosity? If you're in the chat. I didn't make that call. Don't blame me. Air ball. Click with the rebound. Nearly threw it in the backcourt. Here's Velez. Scores. $14-8 is our score. McNeil backing up, down low. Leaner, layup is good. 14-10, about 8 minutes gone by here in the first half. And a steal, here comes Ja'Cory. Easy layup to get the Bucks back within 1 possession. Reverse layup is good. Wandamani, the team's leading scorer, getting the lead back up to 2 possessions for the Cougars. Down low, blocked from behind. Oh, it's a foul. It is a foul on Click. Lance Dorsalis to the line. Sinks the first one. As a team, MassBay already 3 of 3 at the line. And you hope they can continue that trend throughout this game so the free throws don't continue to be a bugaboo long term. The lack of success at the free throw line is one of the things that kept the window open for UCAP on opening night so long. Spot up 3 in the corner for Click, air ball. Nelson shrugs off the defense, brings it up court, stutter steps into the corner, faking the three, then kicked back out, swung around to Johnson, who's back on the court with the 2 fouls, faking the pass. Dorsalis, in and out. Nelson loses the handle on the rebound. Extra gear for Niquenti in the corner. Air ball again from Wandamani. Again, the team's leading scorer. Not nearly enough on these last couple of 3-ball attempts. Bailed out by just too aggressive a pass there up the far sideline. And it'll become Holyoke ball over there in the far right corner. (16-14), under 11 minutes to go in the first half. Wandamani fakes the handoff to Niquenti, leans. And it's a blocking foul, and Wandamani will go to the line for 2. Wandamani is just a 48.8% free throw shooter on this season. He shoots 47% from the field and 39.5% from 3, but we've seen how some of those 3-point attempts have fared in this game. He is able to sink 1 of 2 to extend the lead for the Cougs to 3. 17-14, and that'll be a reach in. Foul drawn by Nelson. Foul is called on Hector Aponte. Corner 3 off the glass. Rebound, stick back is not there. Aponte, the sophomore, with the rebound. And here come the Cougs the other way. Rough and tumble pile up on the way to the cup, and it'll be a foul on the Bucks. Now both teams already with 6 fouls, so next foul by each side puts the other team in the 1-and-1. We're not even halfway through this first half. Now, Rohan's going to come back, not Rohan, my mistake. Fitzgibbons is going to come on, as is Miles Chinapa. Shot is rejected. Picked up by Zeke. Leaner is not there. Crashes hard. It's a 5-on-4 right now. He's got to get back in the play quickly. Chinapa, 3, in and out. Rebound taken away from behind by Nelson. Zeke, oh! Won't get revenge with that layup, but will draw a foul on Wolf. .9:35 to go in the first half. Johnson to the line for 2. Sinks the first one. 17-15 is our score. 1-point game. .9:30 to go, first half. 1-point game. Spot up 3, Rohan! One of 2 Cougars averaging at least 20 points a game. Corner, and spot up 3, Dorsalis, in and out. Oh, Larry nearly tipped it back in himself. Bushel. On the corner, Rohan again. That's a 2 if it goes. It doesn't. And what a job by Nelson, tapping the pass to a teammate as he was unable to control the rebound. Nelson back in the play and scores. 2018. Great hustle here by the Bucks, but the Cougars still leading thanks to that clutch three by Dylan Rohan. Rohan thought about it, now goes back over to his right, nearly threw it into the MassBay bench. Chinapa gives it to Nequenti, swung back over to Wolf, spot up three again. Well, it seems that not just Wandamani who's, that's a travel. Not just Wandamani who is struggling with the form on the threes. It's 3 or 4 air balls on three-point attempts so far by the Cougars. About to hit 8 minutes to go here in the first half. 20-18, low-scoring affair right now, all things considered. Chinapa joins the party. Johnson, McNeil, oh! Now, I am not one to criticize anyone's form. 23-21. Fitzgibbons back out to Wolf. Fitzgibbons drives from the key. Nope. Dorsalis with the rebound. Fakes the pass. Go to the line for 2. There's foul number 7 on Holyoke. Dorsalis to the line for 2. And a foul number 8, my mistake, on Holyoke, and that's actually number 2 on Wolves. Already a couple players for the Cougs in foul trouble here, as it is now a 1-point game with Dorsalis canning the first free throw. And he makes the second. 23 all, and I think back to the losing streak on which MassBay's season ended last year and sent them out of the Region 21 tournament. A number of those games could have flipped. Better numbers at the free throw line. Rebound by Bushel. Here back the other way come the Bucks. Double team in the corner, trying to get it down low for Nelson. Stolen. 3 in the corner. Don't mess with the Rohan. 26-23. Timeout, MassBay. When I say LSP has something for everyone since 2011, I by God mean it. Sports, live events, pet sitting and walking, tech help, errands, and a whole lot more. Find all the information on our services at Thumbtack, Linktree, LSP37, or by emailing yours truly so we can proceed to give you what you need. 26-23 is our score. Holyoke on top. MassBay pulling even just now for really the first time in a while, but Dylan Rohan with a couple of clutch threes to ensure that Holyoke at least doesn't fall behind. Last couple of threes by Rohan have been the difference between MassBay leading by 3 right now and really no contest. The defense was there, but the form was pure, and you just can't defend that stuff from Dylan. I know it is on a vastly different scale, but I'm just I really can't like solely compare this MassBay squad to that great Memphis team, one of the last John Calipari Memphis teams, but free throws did them in their biggest moment, and timeouts just try and rally the troops, not wasting time calling those timeouts. However, that is foul number 7 now on MassBay with under 6 minutes to go. And to be fair, Coach Hill wondering why is this 1-1? It's the 7th foul, and it wasn't an offensive foul, so send it the other way for the 1-1 for Miles Chinapa. Free throws, or lack thereof, can and will be the difference between wins and losses, and you never want them to be the difference in games with much more on the line. Remember that national championship between Memphis and Kansas all those years ago. And again, I know it's a vastly different scale between Memphis and MassBay, and that's something teams can take a. There's a lot of lessons that can be taken from that Memphis team. That goes out of bounds. Remain with the Bucks here with 20 to shoot. There's a lot of lessons teams at all levels and all levels of competition and all talent levels can learn. Can't rest on your laurels. You have to execute the fundamentals. You have a huge a great story that can be completely wiped out and be just a terrible what if you don't execute the fundamentals. Desperation 3, but MassBay's got to get another possession. Great defense by Holyoke. Another chance. Nelson, no. That's going to go out of bounds off the Cougars. So MassBay, good tenacity here. Holyoke that close to stopping them a couple of times. What is this, the 3rd chance now? 4th, really, if you include the rebound going out of bounds earlier off of Niquenti. And MassBay cashes in. And again, 2nd chance, 3rd chance. Cannot allow the other team to convert on all those give them that many chances. It's going to be demoralizing. Chinapa back in the corner, 3, front iron, no good. Rebound by Zeke Johnson. Chance to take the lead. Zeke loses the handle, somehow gets it back, takes a deflection out of bounds, will stay with MassBay. 4:25 to go. In the corner, Johnson inbound. Here's Dorsalis. Gets it back, playing catch with Johnson out there. Taking the pass down low. I don't blame you. Bushell's surrounded by green jersey. And then the entry pass stolen by Wolf. 4 minutes to go. Spot up 3. Wandamani at least hits iron this time. And they'll go out of bounds and remain with the Cougars. In the corner, it's Rohan. Wandamani drives, he is rejected. Cam Bushell forces the Cougars to reset with 11 seconds on the shot clock and 3:54 remaining in the first half. Wandamani in the corner. Drives, layup, no. Gets it back, however, on the rebound by Fitzgibbons. Cross-court pass. Rohan drives, spin move, fade away, yes. 29-25. Oh, boy. As long as we're talking about the fundamentals, the free throws have been good, but the passing has not been. The last handful of possessions for MassBay. NBA three, Rohan, no. Fitzgibbons the rebound. Rohan relayed out. Wolf, three, no. Rebound comes right to Nequenti, however. Shot clock resets to 20. Now 15 to shoot. Nequenti in the corner for Wolf. Back to Nequenti. Kicked it back out to Rohan, just inside the arc. Front iron, no good. Bushel with the rebound. Again, these extra possessions for Holyoke. That's taking time away from the MassBay offense and can wear you down. This keeps up. Kick back out. Johnson drives. Back out in the corner. Three. Yes! Ja'Cory McNeil gets the Bucks back within one. 29-28. Spot up three in the corner. No. Rebound Bushel. McNeil. Oh, Euro step, air ball on the floater. Second chance, third chance. Bushel and one. MassBay back in front, 30-29. Fouls on James Fitzgibbons, his first. Free throw, however, for Bushel is no good. A rarity today, a free throw miss for the Bucks. Now any bucket will give Holyoke the lead back. They'll have to reset here, 20 to shoot, and 1:51 remaining in the first half. Wolf to trigger the inbound, gives it to Nequenti. Gets it back, spot up three, nope, back iron, no good. Oh, we got a whistle. A shot, well, the shot clock somehow, well, I don't know. Was there be a foul on the rebound, or? I didn't see any real issues with the clock, and I think that's going to be MassBay ball, it looks like. You're going to have to adjust the clock. I mean, it's MassBay ball. It should have been 30 on the clock anyways off that rebound. I don't know what the, I guess the clock started a little, the game clock started a little late, so take a little more time off. Well, I don't know, man. Remember, folks, we don't have VAR at this level, so we have to take our best guesses. And the other night we had a situation late in the second half where a play started with 20.8 seconds, and then it was touched and bounds, went out of bounds, and they reset with 21 seconds. They actually put more time on the clock than there was to begin that play. .116 to go, 20 to work with for the Bucks, and one! Bushel, or will go, oh, no, see, not Bushel, my mistake, Nelson will go to the line for the three-point play. Oh, wow. This is what I get for singing the praises of the improved free throw shooting to start this game by the Bucks, eh? Steal by McNeil. All the way. Oh, a little bit of a slip. Trying to hand it off to a teammate. He does. And it's finished by Johnson. MassBay. Huge run right now to swing the game in their favor. We're under 45 seconds left. Niquenti playing catch. NBA 3. Wolf clangs off the glass. Fitzgibbons gets the rebound, loses the handle, and taken away. Oh my goodness. Bushel eventually got the steal, then tried to feed Dorsalis, and he had Mwandamani coming in trying to moss him, basically. Now my question is going to be 2 shots. That would be 10 fouls in the half on the Bucks. That is exactly what's going to happen, as that's the second on Mwandamani. So what you have each of Holyoke's top 2 leading scorers, not just the only players on the team with 20 a game, the only players on the team with double figures, each with 2 fouls. Oh, iron unkind for Dorsalis. LSP store is open. Get yourself some game videos or merch by going to lsp37.creator-spring.com or emailing yours truly for the sauce. All right. 35-29, under 24 seconds to go. Shot clock off here for the Cougars. Got to do something to get some wind in their sails before the half. Fitzgibbons out to Wolf. 8 seconds. Spot up 3. And 1 for Mwandamani. Oofa. The last thing you want to do if you're the Bucks right before halftime. And actually, there's still 5.4 seconds remaining in the half. So there could potentially be a window for Holyoke to maybe steal another bucket before intermission. 35-33 as Mwandamani completes the 4-point play, and that is the 3rd foul on Zeke Johnson. Dorsalis. Nelson. Oh, side iron. And a 4-point play at the end of the first half for Edson Mwandamani provides a huge momentum swing for the Cougars going into halftime. It was a 10-0 run by the Bucks, snapped by that 4-point play by Edson. We'll take a timeout. Back with the second half from the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst in Newton, Mass. With your score, MassBay Buccaneers 35, the Holyoke Cougars 33. This is NJCAA Region 21 men's basketball here on LSP. Is that the issue? All right. Welcome back to the second half of NJCAA Region 21 men's basketball here on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst and Newton, Mass. Saeed Vasugi's on camera, and the MassBay Buccaneers are on top of the Holyoke Cougars, 35-33, a 10-0 run by MassBay. Huge momentum boost that may have been curtailed significantly by a 4-point play by Edson Wandamani with less than 10 seconds remaining in the first half. That 4-point play got Wandamani to 9 points. A little low for the team's leading scorer, but 15 for the team's second leading scorer, Dylan Rohan, including 3 free throws. Meanwhile, it's Ja'Cory McNeil leading the way with 8 for MassBay. Lionel Nelson with 8 as well. 6 for Zeke Johnson, 2 for Markel Hall Anderson. 5 all at the free throw line for Lance Dorsalis, and 2 for Cam Bushel. Only a brief appearance so far in this game by Braden Dunbeer. So 7 players only so far in the rotation for MassBay, but again, just a scant cameo by Dunbeer, so it may as well be 6. A little more playing time up and down the lineup for Holyoke today, but foul trouble may be a factor here in the second half. Mentioned that Nelson playing with 3 fouls. Johnson playing with 3 fouls, and Nelson with 2. 2 each, though, for each of the Cougars' 2 leading scorers, Wandamani and Rohan, 2. Oh, and look at that. Just 10 seconds in, Rohan makes his presence felt once again. He has tied it. He has 17, and he has a chance to give the Cougars the lead back. Could see him do the and one motion as he hit the floor. He does. Yeah, don't mess with the Rohan. He's got 18, and the Cougars back in front on a 7-0 run on 2 field goals with and ones. And what a Euro step by Rohan. Oh, boy. Someone poked the bear. Rohan with a 5-0 run within the first 30 seconds, all by his lonesome. And the steal on top of that, and now another steal. This one by Wandamani. No. Out of bounds, remains with the Cougars with 24 to shoot. No early timeout in this half from Coach Hill. Spot up 3, clanked straight down into the lap of Lance Dorsalis. Doesn't have a field goal yet, but does have 5 points at the line. 5 of 6, in fact, at the line today for Lance. In the corner, McNeil 3. No, front iron, weak side rebound. It'll be Nelson, kicks it back out. Dorsalis 3, cans it! What a way to get your first field goal. It ties the game. 3 ball for Dorsalis. 38 apiece. Nequenti directing traffic over to Wolf. Back to Nequenti on the give and go. Out of bounds, remains with the Cougars with 17 to shoot. Offensive foul on the Cougars. It's on Nequenti, his second. So you got Naquenti, Wolf, Rohan, and Wandamani, each with 2 fouls for the Cougars. Here is Nelson. Johnson. Dorsalis. Back to Johnson. There's Nelson. Nice feed to Bushel for his second field goal. MassBay back in front. Did he not make that? Oh, boy. Did he not make that? You can't. Or am I just hallucinating? He didn't make that, did he? I was going to say, because just make sure of this and make sure I'm not hallucinating, right? Both free throws good for Wandamani. I have an eye exam scheduled in January. Well, go back to the replay and check your sources and verify. Oh, wow. Yeah, you look. Yeah, I'm just going back on the replay here. As another opportunity for Bushel. Yeah, that's just out. Get it back, right? My God, yeah, he definitely did not make that. But this one canned for Nelson. How did I just completely whiff on that? I'm so tired. My wife taught me the value of taking a rest every now and then. I don't know, man. I don't know, Jyshawn. Although, by the way, folks, I don't know if you saw in the chat, Jyshawn is our first ever member here of the LSP YouTube channel. We thank you so much, Jyshawn. Don't forget you can subscribe, $5 a month, and the benefits pay for themselves right off the bat. Although I will like to ask you folks to just press pause on using the bonus members-only spring discount codes from, because I hadn't updated those in a while because I didn't know if anyone was ever going to take those seriously. Anyways, we're still sorting things out here with that last out of bounds play, but we resume play, and that'll be on the deck, and it's a traveling call. That is that's a tough pill to swallow. String of bad luck here down low for the Bucks, trying to retake and extend this lead, but although they've done that, they've been able to extend it. And a couple controversial calls, some bad breaks on especially on the layup by Bushel that I thought went down, but this one does go down for the Cougars, and it is 42-41. Now, another back and forth game. Business as usual for the Bucks this season. Dorsalis with his second field goal. Both have been threes. Back, fourth and fourth we go. Check out my gravel pit. Yeah, I know, it doesn't sound the same not coming from the woo, right? Here's a drive. Oh, pretty layup by Rohan. I thought he was just going to go nuclear in this half. Got the first 2 field goals this half to give Holyoke the lead back. Dialed it back a little bit, but has pulled the Cougs even. 44 apiece. A little over 4 minutes gone by here in the second half. As I was saying earlier, the LSP store is open. Get yourself a DVD or digital copy of most past LSP video broadcasts, or one of several different designs of stickers, shirts, or other merch, including some stuff with my dog, Tina the Long Arena, on it, and some words I've probably said on this here YouTube channel over the years. LSP37.creator-spring.com for merch. Email yours truly for game videos. And don't forget that if you're down with a sound called LSP, of course you are, of course Jyshawn is, then you can follow and support us on the web, Linktree, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe, membership as well, PayPal. Creator Spring, shaking the tip jar there. LSP37 is the username for all those. We're also on Thumbtack and TCG Player if you're into that sort of thing. 4:03 gone by here in the second half, a 44-all game. Here is Zeke Johnson as MassBay just took the timeout. They only have 2 remaining. Holyoke only took 1 timeout in that first half. They have nearly their full allotment, 5. Johnson, 8 to shoot. Nearly a travel by Bushel, and there is the travel. They need to wipe things down here underneath the key, because that has just been a danger zone for the MassBay offense in the opening stages of this second half. Into the corner for Wolf. Back out to Naquenti. Back to Wolf. 15 to shoot. Wandamani. Fitzgibbons muscling up against Nelson as Wandamani steps back. Oh my goodness, the bank is open on Saturdays. 47-44. Wandamani with his second 3. He's into double figures. Rebound, Dorsalis. Nelson kicks it out. 10 to shoot. A foul. It's on Wolf, and that's his 3rd. So as many fouls as points right now for Tyrone Wolf. Chinapa coming back into the game for Wolf and his 3 fouls. Chinapa with 4 points right now. 1 3-pointer and a free throw. Faking the 3 and driving McNeil, and thinks better of it. Bushel kicks it back out. Johnson, 9 to shoot. Swept into the corner, just outside the key, backing in. Dorsalis through a lot of traffic. No. Rebound, stick back. Not going to be an and 1 for Nelson, but he will go to the line for 2. They got Naquenti for his 3rd. Two free throws for Nelson, who is 2 of 3 at the line today. Cans that one. Gets the Bucks back within 2. 47-45. Second one is no good. 3 of 5 of the line today. 3 of 5 at the line today is Nelson. 13 points for Leo. Fitzgibbons into the corner. Now the drive. Star step pass for Wes. Turned over. McNeil ahead. Leaner is good for Zeke. Back to where we started. 47-45. 47-47, rather. You know what I mean. Remember, folks, I do a lot of this stuff by myself. Oh! Wandamani may figure he'll have to do it himself. He's going to allow the Cougars to come away with a road win. Wow, they only gave that a 2. I thought he was behind the line, must have had his toe on the line there, so it's 49-47. But we have another foul on the Cougars. This one is on Chinapa. That is his first. But already the 5th of the half on Holyoke, so they only have one more to give before MassBay is in the 1-1. Oh! Firm flush by Bushel to tie the game at 49. Chinapa. Velez. First dunk of the year I think we've gotten on camera. In the corner, Fitzgibbons. Leader, he's blocked. Trying to get his own rebound, he doesn't. Johnson. Loses the handle, gets it back. Leader. MassBay in front. Timeout. Holyoke. 51-49. LSP and Shipping Shield are partners in cards. Shipping Shields are the eco-friendly sports and gaming card shipping protectors trusted by yours truly, made in the U.S. and Canada on 100% recyclable cardboard. Visit shippingshieldus.com to place your order. Use the codes on your screen for a discount, and more information can be found in the description. LSP does get a cut of all sales with which you use these codes. You can use them up to 3 times each, but we thank you for your continued support of whatever this is. 51-49 is our score. MassBay on top of Holyoke in a back-and-forth affair, to say the least. You would expect nothing less from this MassBay squad this season. All of their games have been decided by single digits. Their one loss this season on the road at Roxbury. Their 2 wins were by a combined margin less than the margin by which Roxbury beat them. And it feels like we're going to be in for same song, different verse for the Bucks, win or lose. This is going to be an interesting barometer right now, this game for the Bucks against Holyoke, because MassBay's next opponent is Massasoit. Massasoit already beat Holyoke by over 20. If you're Holyoke, if you're Massasoit, this floater's front iron no good, and the rebound by Zeke. If you're Massasoit and you're watching this game, you're probably going to feel pretty good about your chances coming into Mount Ida next week. We'll have that game for you here live on LSP. Scheduled for a Saturday tip-off at noon. Mid-range floater. It's good for Ja'Cory. Yeah, we are off here on LSP, at least at MassBay, until a week from today. Noon matinee the weekend before Thanksgiving. And steal, but stolen right back. Layup is good. Wow. Wandamani, what an effort. Get the Cougs back within a field goal, 53-51. As far as Wandamani is concerned, could be one possession. Oh, the 4-point play he had at the end of the first half. Steal. Fitzgibbons. 3-on-3 the other way. No block for Bushel, but his pressure was enough to alter the shot. Other way, Dorsalis. Go to the line for 2. Already foul number 6 on the Cougars of the half. Looks like they got Chinapa. Second foul on him. 3 players with 3 fouls. 1 player with 3 fouls and a couple with 2. 5 players with 2 already for the Bucks, but the first free throw no good for Dorsalis. He was 5 of 6 in the first half. 11 minutes exactly. I was in the middle of saying something fancy, slick Rick, I don't know. But, yeah, 11 minutes to go. Still one possession games. Dorsalis makes the second free throw, 1 of 2 on that trip. 12 points now for Lance. 3 ball is good. Miles Chinapa with his second field goal. We are back to where we started, 54 apiece. Miles has 7. Oh, boy. Deflected pass. Nelson went up to try and haul it in. It stayed down and committed a foul in the process. It's going to be number 3 on... Is that number 4 on Lionel? Oh, boy. He's going to stay on the court, and again, limited options. It's at least that's what it appears to be right now. For the Bucs, steal at half court, Dorsalis. Double team effort with Johnson, and 1! Dirt off your shoulder. Timeout, Holyoke. Already the 3rd foul on Miles Chinapa. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor our content for as little as $25 a spot, whether you want to promote a business, product, or event, or send a message of support to a player, team, coach, or broadcaster, I guess. Email yours truly, samfeelypbp@gmail.com for all the deets. 56-54. That's the 7th foul now on the Cougars. So we're not yet halfway through this second half. And MassBay shooting 1-1 for the rest of the game. Critical in case this game goes to overtime. So out of the timeout, Dorsalis to try and complete the 3-point play. Lance did not have a field goal in the first half. He has 8 points just in this half on field goals, but he misses another free throw. He was 5 of 6 at the line the first half. He is 1 of 3, but does have 9 points. He's up to 14. Rohan's back in the game. Chinapa kicks it out to Rohan. I'd be surprised if he tried to take it from there. Chinapa, runner from just inside the arc. So the 3rd foul on Miles didn't faze him, 56 apiece. Under 10 minutes to go. Into the corner for Dorsalis. No. Rebound bounced around, finally tracked down by Mwandamani. Leaner. And Holyoke leads. Back-to-back buckets by the Cougars, have them in front by 2. This game keeps going back and forth. Timeout called by MassBay, and they are down to 1 timeout. When I say LSP has something for everyone since 2011, I by God mean it. Sports, live events, pet sitting and walking, tech help, errands, and a whole lot more. Find all the information on our services on our Thumbtack page, Linktree, LSP37, or by emailing yours truly so we can proceed to give you what you need. (58-56). 9:18 to go. Second half. Back and forth affair throughout. A 10-0 run late in the second half by MassBay was their best stretch of basketball in this game. Bushel buries it. 58 apiece. Wow. You're not going to get that much free real estate in a basketball game at any level. Eyes must have been bugging out of his head with all that. A lot of contact before Aponte could deliver the shot, and it results in an offensive foul. This one on Brian Velez. That's his second, 8th on the Cougars. Now, of course, with that being an offensive foul, no free throws for the Bucks. Bringing up court with 9 minutes to go. Only 3 fouls this half, by the way, on MassBay. Johnson! Eight and a half to go. MassBay back in front. Rohan, opposite corner. Chinapa to the cup. 1-point game. Down low, Dorsalis. Go to the line for 2. 9th foul now on the Cougars. It's the second on Aponte. And Holyoke, with 8 minutes and 6 seconds left in the second half, is out of fouls to give. But given the free throw woes for the Bucks here in this second half, it's not as much of a punishment as it could be. Dorsalis does make the second, but you gotta hit these at better than a 50% clip down the stretch. If you're going to pull away, nearly picked off by Johnson. Chinapa back out to Velez. That one is stolen by Zeke. Over to Bushel. No, but it'll go to the line for 2 again. And they got number 4 on number 0. So number 3 on number 3, rather. Let's make sure that. Or they get Aponte. They got Aponte on that one. That's Hector Aponte's 3rd foul and double bonus territory for the Bucks. Bushel. That one misses. The LSP store is open. Get yourself a DVD or digital copy of most past LSP video broadcasts, or one of several different designs of stickers, shirts, or other merch, including some stuff with my dog, Tina the Long Arena, on it, or some words I've probably said on this here YouTube channel over the years. LSP37.creator-spring.com to place your merch. Email yours truly for game videos, more info, link and such in the description. Another 1 of 2 trip at the line for the Bucks, 63-60, so that keeps it a 1-possession game. And Rohan, you know, he can tie it very easily with 1 flick of the wrist. And a little deflection there, snuffs out that opportunity for Chinapa. Dorsalis into the corner, spot up 3, McNeil, front iron, no good, tracks down his own rebound though, and now just peels out. Not a bad idea. You did see Johnson calling for it, but I'm not sure if he would have had a clean look, but hey, burn some more clock right now. Kick it out. There's Johnson. 3 ball. Yes! Timeout, Holyoke. 66-60. 7:05 to go, but don't get comfy, MassBay fans. And don't get too antsy, Holyoke fans. It's a lot of time left, and we've seen how quickly big runs by either team can get snuffed out. Are you down with a sound called LSP? Of course you are. Jyshawn is. Milberg is. Milberg isn't a member. Get your head in the game, Millburg. Follow and support us on the web. Linktree, Facebook, YouTube, PayPal, Creator Spring, LSP 37. We're also on Thumbtack and TCG Player if you're into that sort of thing. Not like Millburg is watching this stream anyways. Probably just shows up during hockey and baseball season. Anyways. .7:05 to go. Zeke Johnson, 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16 points right now. Dorsalis with 15. Bushel, 9. 12 for Ja'Cory McNeil. 13 for Lionel Nelson. Dylan Rohan started this half on fire, but has been pretty quiet since. He had 15 in the first half. He's up to 22, but they're going to need him. He only has 2 fouls, so he's having foul trouble right now. Gotta get him more involved here. I don't know if he's going to be sitting very much the rest of the way. There he is, 3 ball. Nearly the second 4-point play of the game for the Cougars, but he will go to the line for 3 as McNeil commits his second foul. Oh, boy. Cannot allow those plays. It's rare enough to see one 4-point play in a game, and nearly that close to a second. The first one rolls home for Rohan. On the season, Dylan is an 80% free throw shooter, so that was a huge mistake there to just give him these opportunities at the line. Rohan shoots 48.7 overall from the field, 34.4 from 3, and 80% from the line, and he gets all 3 of those. That's a one-possession game again. 66-30, 63. If only that was a one-possession game, right? Dorsalis, back out, McNeil. Drive by Johnson, no. Fitzgibbons with the block, gets the rebound. Wandamani loses the handle, tries to spike it off of Johnson, and he did so. 6:11 to go in regulation. Fitzgibbons back in the corner. Rohan, 15 to shoot. Fitzgibbons again. Shovels it off to Rohan. Drives against 3 white jerseys. No. Rebound Bushel. Under 6 minutes to go. McNeil. Down low, Bushel, yes. Back to a 2-possession game, 68-63. Rohan. A little jump pass, saved by Naquenti, no. Hall Anderson with the rebound. Markell on the court. Had 2 points in the first half. Here comes Hall Anderson, no! Flying, throwing his body around to get the ball back after the miss, not there. Naquenti. I'm going to tell him you said that, Jai Sean. Fitzgibbons just inside the arc, straight down. Oof. Not a shot to miss that poorly. 4.5 to go. MassBay trying to pace themselves here. McNeil, the drive. Oh, boy. That goes out of bounds. Will remain with the Bucks with 13 to shoot. Lobbed all the way out to Dorsalis. McNeil. Oh, boy. I don't think the Bucks realized how much time was left on the shot clock. They didn't have to get a shot off right then, but when they started counting it, they have hurried up a bit too much. That invoked the travel call. Fitzgibbons, Rohan, nope. Again, wouldn't put it past him to take him that spot. Oh, wow. Good job by Nequenti avoiding the travel. Rohan with 10. Fade away. No. Johnson the rebound. He goes down and picked up by Nequenti. Needs help. Finds Fitzgibbons to the line for 2. Oh, boy. Johnson. Kind of a gimme of a rebound there. Lost it. Nequenti came over there out of nowhere to get it back. It's a dangerous spot, though, that can easily result in a foul call. And Fitzgibbons hits the first one. 68-64. It's the third foul on Dorsalis. 5th on the Bucks. They have one more to give before Holyoke is even in the 1-1. And the second one is good for Fitzgibbons, who, like Rohan, also is an 80% free throw shooter for the season. Johnson playing catch with McNeil. Another deflection. Dorsalis bails him out and draws the foul. When you've got the other team in the double bonus and you've had him there for so long, you shouldn't be afraid to get your hands dirty down low, draw some more fouls, try to rack up some more, and even with the struggles at the free throw line, that's going to limit the options for Holyoke. The first one is good for Dorsalis. He was 5 of 6 at the line in the first half. He's just 3 of 6 so far in the second half. And now 3 of 7, so going from 5 of 6 to 8 of 13. And now a foul on MassBay. I believe it's going to be on Bushel. It's a family show. Well, doesn't look like they got Bushel. They got Hall Anderson. That would only be his first. Someone dying in here? That's the first time it worked. 69-66. Holyoke maintains possession, though, on the rebound after Mondamani made 1 of 2. Picks up his own loose change. Airballs the shot. Johnson, under 3 minutes to go. McNeil, back to Johnson. The corner for Hall Anderson. Oh, no. Passing has just been anything but crisp for the Bucks, and You know, you want to get those high percentage looks down low and draw fouls on the other team, but that's not going to happen. Just going to keep throwing it out of bounds down low. Only 6 to shoot. Johnson has to fire. Johnson! No! Rebound, though. Stick back. There's the foul. That is the 4th foul on Tyrone Wolf, and it sends Dorsalis back to the line. Again, these free throw woes will be the death of MassBay as the season wears on. That one is good. Again, I don't care if you've having the double bonus for a good portion of this half. You can't expect 1 of 2 every time to be good enough. It is, however, a 2-possession game, 70-66. Wandamani gets a double team through all that traffic. Now, here's the question. It looks like it would be a foul on the ground. So this would be a 1-and-1. And it's number 4 on Dorsalis. Now, I have to wonder, with 2:08 to go, how soon are we going to see Nelson, and what would it take to get Dunbeer back in this game as Holyoke gets the rebound off the miss on the front half for Wandamani. Rohan, no! Johnson with the rebound. Under 2 minutes to go. Neither Nelson nor Dunbeer has gotten up yet from the bench. And another turnover. Fitzgibbons out of bounds. Oh, boy. Rohan, his heel on the line on the near side. (70-66). 90 seconds to go. Figure at this point, Nelson and or Dunbeer are only coming in if someone on the court right now fouls out for the Bucks. Oh boy, missed layup, and it's turned over to Holyoke. Well, with 1:18 to go, there is Nelson coming in with his 4 fouls. So right now it's Nelson, Dorsalis, Bushel, McNeil, and Johnson on the floor for the Bucks. Shanapa, Rohan, no. Nelson with the rebound. We're under a minute to go. Double bonus and a 2-possession game. 45 seconds left. You don't immediately foul here if you're Holyoke. And oh my goodness, huge layup for McNeil. Off the side of the backboard, the rebound by Zeke. There's the foul on Wolf. That's number 5 on him. Does he get back for the second one, though? Wolf is done with 3 points and 5 fouls. Naquenti comes on. And make sure for a moment, because Wandamani was going over towards the bench, but if he had come off, there would only be 4 guys on the court for Holyoke. First free throw is good for Zeke. His first free throw attempts of the second half. He's got 18. Second one, no good. Again, can't just settle for one each time, the situation. 3-possession game, though. Front iron, no good. Shot clock is off, and the foul committed by Rohan. MassBay, 7 points up with 22.7 to go. Third foul on Dylan Rohan. Second consecutive trip to the line for Johnson. First one is good. In this half, anyways, a rare 2 of 2 for the Bucks at the line. 9-point game, 19 seconds to go. Try to poke it away from behind. Dorsalis fadeaway 3. Front iron, no good. The double clutch of the rebound by Nelson, and that will do it. MassBay 3-0 at home to start the season. 75-66 is your final. The Bucks hold Rohan to 3, 6, 8, 11. The Bucks held Rohan to 7 in that second half. He exceeds his season average, but looked like he was going to go off for even more. The way he started the second half, 15 in the first, 5 in the first minute, less than, of the second half, and only had 2 points the rest of the game after that. Wandamani, the team's leading scorer entering play, 3, 5, 7, 11, 14, 17, 19, 20 points. So he ends up being held well below his season average. So you had 22 for Rohan, 20 for Wandamani, and the rest of the Cougars had 14 points combined. Meanwhile, McNeil finishes with 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 points. Nelson, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Johnson, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13, 16, 19. Whatever, yeah. Johnson with a huge game. Dorsalis, Bushel, and yep. That's one thing that can negate, the impact of foul shooting. Well, it's just going hard to the paint and getting the other team in foul trouble. And that was, really the difference that eventually allowed MassBay to hang on in the end. And all 3 of these home wins so far, but it'll be a much tougher test against Massasoit a week from today. That will be a noon tip-off here on this here YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, folks, as the MassBay Buccaneers host the Massasoit Warriors on a Saturday before Thanksgiving matinee. Again, noon tip-off here on LSP. Don't forget you can follow and support us on the web, just like Jyshawn has. Linktree, Facebook, YouTube, PayPal, Creator Spring, LSP 37, Thumbtack, and TCG Player. And you can, the rest of this, right? I don't have to do this every time. I'm doing this for myself. I work for people, not faceless mega corporations. You people mean the world to me. Thanks for watching this presentation of NJCAA Region 21 men's basketball here on LSP, serving really anyone and everyone who needs it. Something for everyone for over a decade. Approaching a decade and a half, too. Getting old. Once again, the final score from the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst in Newton, Mass. It's the MassBay Buccaneers 75 and the Holyoke Cougars 66. For Saeed Vasugi on camera, Jyshawn in the chat, and all my rowdy friends here at Mount Ida. My name is Sam Feely, reminding you forever and always, freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in. Fresh for 2024, suckers. Love you, Katrina. Party hard, Caitlin.